Hi, it's Damon from fatmando.co.uk again. Today we are inside, which is a genius level observation, I grant you, but just in case you're wondering why there were no trees behind me. So welcome to this lovely little area that I'm going to dub the Corridor of Pain. It's great. It's just probably going to be, it's raining outside or it's just generally rubbish. It's good, it's narrow, it's cramped, you can block out distractions and just get in and get it done. Which is good. So through there is the bathroom, which you don't need to see because it's not a Tinder profile picture. There's no requirement for me to stand in front of a full-length mirror with a toilet in the background. I figure everyone knows what a bathroom looks like. Through there is the bedroom. Again, not filming in there. It's not that kind of program. Okay, so what we're doing for the second exercise, if you've recovered from the skipping of the first episode, the glorious first episode, is we are going to be doing, you might have guessed, these things. Chin-ups and pull-ups. The limitation with this bar is it's not full length, so I can't just hang naturally. I've got to kind of do something with my legs, put them in front of me, put them behind me, whatever, which does tend to allow you to cheat a little bit, because when you're starting to get worn out and your body's going, no, can't do this, you start throwing your legs up to give you that momentum and start arching your back up to try and give you that little bit of a cheat to get higher up. So the good thing about that though is there's a few options you can do. Is when you can just hang low, keep your legs up high, and then just do it halfway, and then finish that, and then just come back and do it from the top half of the range of motion. And then if you want, then just do a complete one. And that would be a good range of motion exercise. That would really isolate the muscle groups, the lats and the biceps in doing that. And now there are other versions that you can do where you tend to isolate the exercise and build different muscle groups, but that's more of an advanced level, I guess. I've found that as I'm not in my 20s anymore, when you start trying to really target specific areas, you can end up twinging muscles in your back, whatever, and that's annoying because then you got to stop and you got to wait for it to heal or do something else, do another exercise, and so that can be a little bit of a stop-start. So that's obviously not what we want. So again, we've got the interval timer. We're just going to do it really light this time. We're just going to do it, 45 seconds on and 30 seconds off, because what we're going to do is just going to keep it simple. We're going to do one pull-up first, and then a chin-up. I was thinking, do you want to throw in abs or push-ups on top of this? But I thought, no, what we'll do is we'll just keep it simple. We'll just do one exercise, and then the next day you can feel how exciting those muscles are after doing that. Whereas if we start throwing in other exercises like abs and push-ups, then you've got a whole different range of muscles that you wake up feeling a little bit worse for wear. So we just want to really concentrate the feeling in those muscles, so that way, as I said, when you wake up, you're like, oh, okay, they're the muscles that I was using yesterday. And so you get a bit more of an understanding of the muscles that you need to use, and you can build up obviously strength. Then we can look at doing isolation exercises or targeting specific things, like your inner back, which is an area that tends to get missed because it's not a glamour muscle like your chest or your biceps or whatever, but still equally important to give you that symmetry, and just general physical health, really. There's no point in having a massive chest and shoulders and arms and then everything else looking rubbish, obviously. So we can cross those bridges when we come to it. But anyway, enough talk. There's also, I have this down here. Obviously can't do two of them at once because then I can't do the chin-ups, but that's good. If you do tend to struggle, you can just get on the ground, keep your heels on the ground, and just do the pull-ups or the chin-ups like that. That's also a good one if you want to concentrate on isolation, because when you get up the top here, you just want to squeeze in a little bit. And the idea with any exercise is there's three parts to the exercise. Take a bicep curl for the sake of the argument. All right, there's a concentric part of the exercise. The isometric is if you hold it for a second, and then the eccentric when you lower it. So what you want to be doing on the exercise, if you think about this, is you want to be counting, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, lower. What you don't want to be getting in the habit of doing is using using all your effort to up and then up and then just dropping the weight, because then you're missing 50% or of the exercise when you're lowering the weight steadily, because it's all about time under tension. So if you can keep it under tension while you're doing your bicep curl, for example, not move your arms forward, because that's when you get tired. You'll start doing these ones and throwing your arms forward. You want to try and keep muscles stationary, so you're really targeting, whether it's long head, short head, whatever, targeting those specific areas. So again, you can do that with the chin up. So you just go all the way up and hold. Ideally, so your chin over the bar. Once you get to a certain point, you'd be like, ugh, and you might not get that high, which is fine. Just stop, take a break, try again. But ideally, yeah, you want to try and do a complete exercise and then stop, rather than go to failure, because, as I said, you tend to just then recruit other muscles to get you up, and that's when you can get injuries, when you're overdoing it. So enough talk, let's get into this. Handy. No time. Yes, work, I see you. Okay, so it's just one pull up, one chin up. It's not rocket science. Make sure that's hard enough so I don't fall off the wall doing it. One. Oh. Two. Warming up helps. 17 seconds. Woo. So there you go. As you see, first set, not the most proficient thing in the world. You will warm up a bit in the exercise as you keep doing them, but again, this is all about low base, building up from there and cracking on. That's rubbish. So you can see from there, even I struggle to do 2 pull-ups, which is why we're here, because we need to get better at it, because it'll do wonders for our physical development. Again, I will save you this site for another exciting video. Wow, that's really rubbish. So you see, I'm struggling already. And as you can see, that's been up since, well, not, I've been happy to take it down occasionally. But as you can see, if that's been up since 2020, you'd think you'd have a bit better definition. But that's the goal of consistency. That's what you need to work on. That's what I need to focus on. So really, there's no excuse if it's raining. If you got that, you can just crack on and get it done. Really only takes, what, 15, 20 minutes. And then you're done for the day. You can bugger off and do something else. Shut up, you. I really think I'm going to struggle to get 10 of these done in any form. So we'll see. When I start to get wobbly and rubbish, I'm just going to stop, and then I might come back in a couple of days and try again. We'd say 4. Just concentrate and hold it there. It's looking. Well, so I was going to say that's 6. Not good at counting from 1 to 10. What happened there? Try that again. So we're going to call it quits to this early. We'll see you again. Same fat time, same fat session.